Hello Pisces, welcome in. It's Laura from Tenacious Taurus Twin Flame Tarot, and this is going to be your general collective message. Keep in mind, timing and energy is fluid. This reading is timeless, so whenever you're guided to watch it, you're likely to find a message in here for you. This is also for any major Pisces placements, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, Jupiter, and North Node. And so if this message does not resonate, I do ask that you check your other placements and signs. So let's jump right in, Pisces, and let's talk about the energies that came through in meditation. And so it kept feeling like this wanting to go back energy, wanting to go back to something in the past is what it felt like. I also felt there's some type of conflict kind of playing out when it comes to either a friendship, a work relationship, or a romantic relationship that's really put you almost in jeopardy. And now I got two cats fighting over here, so you might want to get ready for a cat fight. But I do feel ultimately there's this revelation coming forward. I do feel you're dealing with a person who is kind of like a parasite that's just been taking advantage of your kindness and your generosity. And let's face it, Pisces, you are a nurturer, you are a giver, and sometimes Pisces can fall into romantic illusions and delusions. But I do feel this going back energy when it comes to a relationship, something that you've held inside as a secret, maybe secretly pining for somebody in the past, or maybe you've not been able to go back to the past because you're already spoken for in a karmic relationship. But I do feel there's like this parasitic vampire like energy draining your life force. And so I just feel like the stakes are really, really high. And I do feel either you're going to be disappointed or you're going to have to disappoint somebody. But I do feel this energy of choosing one lover over another. And so I feel the energy is going to start to gain momentum as well, Pisces. And so you're going to have to face a tough decision. You're in a tough situation. I feel there is a very difficult decision that needs to be made. And I do feel this overwhelming fear. Maybe you won't be able to put the pieces back together when it comes to going back to something. But I do feel you're gaining a lot of wisdom from this experience. And I do feel like you want to go towards a new cycle. And so if you're living with somebody, you might be thinking about packing up and leaving home. But I do feel get prepared. Get prepared because somebody here wants to go back and somebody here is taking advantage of another person. So let's jump in with some cards. I'm going to start off by using the Spiritual Journey Oracle deck, and everything's been pre-shuffled. So let's see what needs to come through. So spend time alone, spirit guide, and angels. And so quiet introspection is what is needed. And so that's kind of like the Virgo energy. And so the total opposite of Pisces, right? And so there is a need to kind of go within, disconnect. You might want to just take a break from social media and just be in the energies, because I do feel a Pisces here that has been connecting with their spirit guides and the archangels, and somebody is guiding them on a new journey. So you've got angels here guiding you towards a new path. But I do feel a choice is going to have to be made. So let's see what else needs to come through for Pisces, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, Jupiter, and North Node. It just feels paralyzing, like analysis paralysis. So you're going to want to disconnect. You're going to want to take some time alone in order to seek that truth. We get the disconnecting energy with find your truth. Any other messages for Pisces? And then we got the spirit guides and angels just flipped out again. And so I feel what I'm hearing in my head is that song, Spirits in My Head and It Won't Stop, Guns in My Head and It Won't Stop. And so I feel spirits really getting to you here, Pisces. And I do feel you've likely been led astray and misguided due to some lies, some falsehoods. And the light is kind of shining down on this, because I do feel something here is really speaking to your heart and your soul. And so disconnecting. You're going to need to take a break. You're going to need to reprieve. You're going to need to go within. You do need to spend some time alone as part of this healing and transformation and rejuvenation process, because I do feel some truth is going to be exposed, and it might be quite shocking to your heart and to your soul. But you are being guided on a journey of alignment and integration here. And so there is some type of spiritual integration taking place. I do believe the integration card came out in the Taurus reading. So if you're dealing with a Taurus or have strong Taurus placements in your chart, I highly suggest checking out that message. But whatever is going on here in Pisces, it is definitely connected to your soul's purpose, your karmic mission. And there is, without a doubt, a paradigm shift. And so there is going to be a shift in relationships. I do feel leaving one person behind and going towards another lover, because wherever you're at, I do feel it is rooted in some outdated beliefs, some ineffective beliefs, and you're getting ready to make a big decision here. Yeah, there is a big decision that needs to be made. You know, life can happen to us, and we can choose to be the victim. And I'm not bashing you, Pisces, but Pisces can be the martyr and sometimes fall into that victim mentality. We all have the choice to take our power back, right? We all have the choice to live life consciously by making better choices for our life, which will eventually create a better environment for everybody around us, everybody that we're connected with. And I also feel there is some type of telepathic connection here, where you and another are deeply connected in the spiritual realm, 5D and above, where you can transmit each other's thoughts and emotions, and maybe you can hear this person. But I feel divine timing is saying, hey, you've been given an opportunity here to see things at face value. And I do feel somebody here has been ignoring the warning signs. And so the universe is saying, hey, it's time for a tower to come in. It's time for a karmic lesson to be mastered. And this is stemming around some past life wounding, some past life experiences. And maybe you're in a very painful karmic cycle in order to learn a lesson, to turn it into growth and soul expansion. So I think get ready to face a challenge. You're about to face a challenge ahead here, Pisces, and you are going to be tested. Are you ready to stand in your beliefs? Do you know what your beliefs are? Because there's a catalyst here. And I do feel just like this parasitic catalyst that is here to kind of direct you on your path. So however challenging things are right now, you need to remember that you have manifested this. And you are getting ready to step into freedom. And in order to do that, I do feel you need to break an addictive trauma bond cycle with somebody here, Pisces, because it's creating all kinds of delays, stagnancy, impediments on your path. And freedom is always a choice. We all have free will on the journey, but the divine is kind of, you know, really shining a light on what we need to refocus on right now. And so there could be a telepathic twin soul connection here trying to be made manifest in your life, but you're going to have to release something that really isn't in alignment in your physical reality in order to allow this manifestation to come forward. And so I do feel a lot of heightened intuitive senses coming through for you, Pisces. So let's get a couple more oracle messages. I was gifted this deck from The Spiritual Empath. You can find her on YouTube, The Spiritual Empath. She's a really good friend of mine. And so I'm gonna pull a couple of cards from this deck. I really love the energy. And so, oh, sunny day on the bottom of the deck. My home is my castle. And so our home is our foundation, right? Our body is our foundation. And so it's kind of time to make your home a sacred space, right? Maybe you're thinking about packing up and leaving homes. It kind of feels like a tower moment, right? And so I do feel there's this energy in the back of your mind when it comes to building the life of your dreams. And in your hand, you know, there's a tower that kind of has to come down. I do feel like things have been very heavy emotionally as well with the umbrella. And so I do think better days are ahead. But I do feel a tower is coming, and this is part of your spiritual journey. So somebody here is on a journey. What is that? Is that a deer? A fawn almost? And so leadership. This is also a 19 card, and so we could be talking about some extreme narcissism playing out here. 19 is the karmic debt number associated with narcissism, extreme codependencies. So there might be a fear of being alone here, which is creating more energy of feeling alone. So let's see what else needs to come through for Pisces, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, Jupiter, and North Node. My home is my castle. And so if you are somewhere where you're not meant to be, I do feel you're thinking about going in another direction. It's a 39, breaking down to a 12, further breaking down to a 3. And so Empress energy. 3 is the energy of developing fierce self-love. 3 is the energy of communicating your desires into fruition. And so I do feel a change on the home front here. And then we get Eva. And this is a 16 card. And so I do feel a very karmic energy coming through. It almost looks like tentacles kind of coming down from her chest area. And so we could have a temptress here. I just feel there's going to be a tower. There's going to be a shakeup, a breakdown. 16 is the energy of a tower. 16 also breaks down to 7, which is the energy of finding your truth, seeking that truth. And I do feel with the art of seduction, we have somebody here, I feel a masculine here that has been seduced by almost like an Eve energy. And so temptation, somebody here is going to be tempted. And this is also a karmic debt number 14. And so this is the energy of karmic freedom. And then we get a long way home. And so this has been a really long journey. And I do feel somebody here just wants to go home to where their heart belongs. A long way home is a 35 card, which breaks down to an 8. And that is the energy of what goes around comes around. There is definitely some karma playing out here. An elephant is on the card. It's also the energy of as above, so below. And so I feel a Pisces here that could have been in some type of fantasy with their head up in the clouds. And now it's time to bring something back down to earth. And so you're really going to need to go within and listen. It's the energy of being planted, right? And so sometimes when we're in the dark and we're planted, we don't really see the growth that we're going through until we're kind of unearthed and on the other side. This is also the energy 6 is moving to calmer waters, leaving something behind. And there is definitely going to be change with the gift and the queen bee. And so we have an empress here. Maybe somebody is getting ready to bring forward a gift to you if you are this empress. But we've got a queen bee here that I feel is in this place of tranquil peace, union of self. It feels like soul alignment. And I do feel somebody is being urged to bring forward a gift, maybe an apology, a gift, in order to change a circumstance. And I do feel that with the art of seduction, somebody here has been tempted by some type of shadowy feminine energy here. And so it's kind of also time to tend to your garden, right? And the grass is not always greener on the other side. The grass is always green where we water it. So let's jump in with some tarot. And we'll see what else needs to come through for you, Pisces. What deck am I going to use today? I think we're just going to grab this deck here. Ooh, 10 of Swords. That doesn't feel good, does it? Oh, Wise Counsel in reverse. I just got the deck. And so this is a commitment crumbling to the ground. Somebody here did not listen to the higher guidance. This could be a shift in beliefs. Taurus energy, it is the Hierophant. There could be the ending of some type of commitment here. There's just this lack of unity. This feels like a betrayal. This is going to bring an end to a very painful, betraying situation. But I do feel, right, with all endings do come new beginnings for happiness. And so there is truth. The 10 of Swords also brings us back to the Ace. And so I do feel somebody here has been living in a state of denial. And maybe it's time to get a weight off your shoulders because there's a lack of unity here. There's a lack of spiritually mindedness. within a connection. And I do feel like it's time to break the mold when it comes to traditional methods within relationships, right? We're bringing in those higher love connections. And so I just feel somebody received some poor counsel, and they trusted that poor counsel, and they kind of got led astray towards a very melodramatic situation. And I do feel this is the end. There's something addictive here coming to an end. And this is about truth. And maybe the truth has kind of been cloaked with the veil. But I do feel truth is being illuminated, and there's going to be a major transformation taking place. And so I do feel this was a significant life experience for you in order to illuminate what changes are needing to be made. So there's going to be a revelation, maybe an unexpected upheaval, but somebody here is breaking free from an old belief system is what I'm feeling. So let's see what needs to come through for Pisces with the Tarot, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, Jupiter, and North Node. Messages for Pisces. I'm really drawn to the art of seduction, and so I just feel like a masculine here. This was a love situation. Got tempted is what I feel. Definitely got tempted. We get the Queen of Coins in reversed with the Sun, and so that's a wake-up call. And so the Queen of Coins in reverse, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn, doesn't have to be, is somebody very materialistic, ungrounded, somebody that lacks practicality, lacks generosity, is not kind, is not gracious. And I just feel something here is being illuminated about a family or home situation where somebody is just not really putting in the effort. This could be somebody very needy, dependent on somebody financially, and then we get the Nine of Swords. And so something here is being illuminated, an epiphany, which is pushing somebody into a state of some unfounded fear here, expecting the worst. And when we spiral into those negative thoughts, we become this self-fulfilling prophecy, right? And when we expect the worst, we're going to get the worst, right? And so I do feel really pay attention to the worry. If we feed the worry over and over, then that's going to grow out of proportion. But somebody here, I feel, has had a lot of sleepless nights. There's been this energy of withholding with the Four of Pentacles, and then we got a major release with the Four of Cups in reverse. So within the next 4 days or 4 weeks, get ready for some type of combative situation. There's a lot of stress here. I feel this Queen of Coins is causing stress in somebody's life, causing a lack mentality here. We get this renewal in reverse. There was definitely a bad judgment call being made, and you're going to want to defend yourself here. I think get ready for a need to defend yourself. This is definitely the energy of standing up for your beliefs. So what do you believe in? What is it that you value? What is it that you bring to the table? Because now we got another 4 coming out. So 444. I got to write that down. 444. That is divine protection, right? And so I do feel a Pisces here that has been trying to go within and meditate to gain some insights. You definitely need a rest here, maybe even a vacation, Pisces. But I do feel it is time to make a big decision. It is definitely time to make a big decision. And I feel this overwhelming mental exhaustion. I feel we've got a Queen of Coins here that's been holding on tightly to somebody because she probably doesn't know how to manage her resources wisely. It's like extreme. Somebody here is extremely holding on to a situation because of money. And I do feel a lack of emotions here. Somebody here is looking at things as black and white, and there's them negative fears. And so there is a lack mentality here with the Queen of Coins. And I do feel overwhelming fear around money. And maybe she's, been dependent on financial assistance from this relationship. But I feel a release. There's also this energy of failing to recognize a magical opportunity from the past. This is going back to the past, going back to something that you didn't see the value in the first place, right? And so there is an opportunity for some big love here, and the Sun is saying, hey, here's an epiphany, here's a wake-up call, Leo energy when it comes to a missed opportunity. Now I'm hearing that song, Shake Your Peaches, the Peaches on the Tree song. Oh my God, I'm trying to think of the lyrics. I can't think of the lyrics. I just want to shake your tree. So I do feel somebody got distracted by a seductive temptress. I do feel there's going to be a need to block some communication here. Definitely going to be a need to block some communication here because there was a missed opportunity in the past. And I do feel there's going to be an unexpected event that's going to create a shakeup and going to move somebody forward with rapid speed. I feel accelerated ascension. Pardon me, Pisces. And then we get the Judgment in reverse, where I feel this is the reviewing of the past, looking back at the past over and over and over again. And I do feel somebody here wants to come forward and seek some forgiveness, but they have a battle to face first here is what I'm feeling. So let's clarify the Four of Cups in reversed when it comes to this missed opportunity. What is this missed opportunity about? Seven of Swords in reversed. Five of Wands. Oh, and I grabbed two. And then we get the Knight of Pentacles and the Ten of Wands. And so I do feel, yeah, somebody went down the beaten path. They took action in the wrong direction. Now they're losing their peace of mind. They feel like they don't have any personal freedom in their life. And I do feel maybe somebody here is experiencing a huge material loss. But I do feel somebody here was not honest, whether this was you or maybe you were deceiving yourself, Pisces. But I do feel an embarrassing secret is coming out, and this is going to create a conflict because somebody here was in conflict with themselves. And so I do feel somebody's going to have to face some opposition. I think they're going to have to walk away from a dramatic situation that really isn't worth their time if they are to stand up for themselves. And I do feel the energy is ripe to plant those seeds for a new beginning, but somebody's going to have to lay down a long-standing burden. I think somebody put all their eggs in one basket, and they put them all in the wrong basket. And so I feel somebody, though, is apprehensive about bringing forward a dedicated offer to build because of how much stress they have in their life. And I do feel health issues. There could be mental health issues here. There could be heart health issues here. But I do feel it's time to take action. And let's face it, this Knight of Coins is the slowest frickin' knight in the deck. And so somebody's really taken a long time to figure something out here. Maybe it's taken this person 4 years to release from some type of seductress of some sort. But I do feel a breakdown of a false foundation because somebody here was dealing with the smiling liar. Somebody here was dealing with somebody that was just not committed. And maybe there's this King of Cups looking back at the past and looking at how immature they were. And now they're like, oh man, I got to come in and I got to face this Queen of Swords now after I've released them. And so there was an ending in the past, I feel, maybe with a Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. You could be this Queen of Swords. You could be dealing with this Queen of Swords. But I do feel somebody in the past was a love bomber. They were in love with falling in love. They were passionate. They were, you know, this is the energy. I'm coming in. I'm going to love bomb you. I'm going to sex you up. And then I'm going to take off just as fast as that come in. But I do feel we've got a masculine here, a King of Cups, Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio, that in the past maybe wasn't trustworthy. I do feel this King of Cups is seeking a solid romantic partnership. In the past, they had hidden intentions. They did not have good intentions in the past. I think they were a little bit of a player. But I feel somebody is kind of maturing. And I do feel they want to bring in a very emotional offer after an ending. There is resistance to an ending that will lead to a new beginning. And I do feel a King of Cups here going through a spiritual transformation. And probably definitely afraid to go face this Queen of Swords. Maybe even watching this Queen of Swords transform her life. But I do feel a release of something that is no longer serving you in order to get to the next level. But you definitely need to release something here or somebody that's been holding you back. If you would like to go back to maybe somebody you divorced in the past or you know, missed an opportunity from in the past. Yeah, I think logic is going to be needed. Get ready to take charge of a situation because I do feel going to, ooh, I didn't even see that come out. Going towards an Empress. Yeah, it's time to take action, Pisces. We've got an Empress here who is about to give birth to her dreams. And maybe this will lead to a new creative project with the both of you together. I feel an Empress here coming into abundance and prosperity. And she's just ready to receive Taurus, Libra energy. Wow. Get ready, Pisces. I do feel it's time. Something big is coming around the corner. So within the next 4 days to 4 weeks, there is going to be a paradigm shift within a relationship cycle. And I feel you're going towards unconditional love, because that's what the Empress is. Maybe this is the mother of your child. Or maybe you want to have children with this person. But this is like, this is the queen of all queens, right? She's all queens wrapped up into one. Almost like an angelic presence here as well. Get ready, Pisces, because it's time to go towards success and to live life consciously. And that's kind of what I got for you. I hope this helped. I hope this resonated. If you would like to book a personal or a soulmate reading with me, I do encourage you to check out that description box below. And I do look forward to seeing you all again next time. Thank you.